Welcome to Numismatics Hub, your ultimate destination for fascinating stories, rare coin discoveries, and all things numismatics. Join us as we explore the world of currency and uncover hidden treasures one coin at a time. The year is 1999, and the world is buzzing with excitement. The millennium is fast approaching, and the air is filled with the anticipation of the future. Technology is evolving at a rapid pace, and there is a sense of a new era on the horizon. Little did the world know, within this rush toward the future, a small coin, barely noticed in everyday life, would become a symbol of history, rarity, and unexpected value. Yes, the 1999 1-cent penny. It was just another coin in your pocket, the humble cent, yet there was something special about that year's release. But what was it about this small piece of copper-plated zinc that would cause collectors to drop everything and seek it out? Not for its simple use in commerce, but for its potential to change their lives. Before we get into the mind-blowing value of this penny, let's rewind a little. To fully understand the allure of the 1999 penny, we need to take a closer look at the history of the United States Mint, the design of the penny itself, and the specific circumstances surrounding the creation of this coin. The penny, a staple of American currency, has a rich and storied past. Introduced in 1793, the penny has undergone many changes over the years. In fact, by the time the 1999 penny was minted, the coin had already seen numerous design shifts, each reflecting the times, culture, and advancements of the nation. And the penny's story isn't just about a coin's design. It's a reflection of the people who carried it, the changes in the economy, and the symbolic meaning it has held in American society for centuries. In 1999, the United States Mint was in the midst of the famous Lincoln Bicentennial Series. The year before, in 1998, Congress had authorized a special commemorative series of coins to honor the 200th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth, and the 1-cent penny was to be part of this celebration. Lincoln's image, ever present on the face of the penny, would stay the same, but the reverse side was about to undergo a subtle, yet significant transformation. At this point, it's essential to dive deeper into the design of the penny. The obverse, front, of the 1999 penny continued the long-standing tradition of depicting Abraham Lincoln. Since 1909, Lincoln has been featured on the penny, and this version was no exception. However, the reverse side would bring a fresh change. In fact, this particular penny series would have 4 distinct reverse designs, marking the first time the reverse had been altered in more than 50 years. The designs would feature significant elements related to the life of Abraham Lincoln, with each design focusing on a specific part of his journey. These 4 reverse designs, which would eventually become highly sought after by collectors, would make the 1999 penny stand out. The 4 reverse designs were intended to commemorate different milestones of Lincoln's life. The first featured the Union Shield, symbolizing Lincoln's leadership during the Civil War and his role in preserving the Union. This was followed by designs depicting Lincoln's birth in a log cabin in Kentucky, his time as a young lawyer, and the iconic Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. Each of these was rich with symbolism, showcasing not just Lincoln's achievements but also the way the nation viewed its past. But this wasn't just a commemorative release. It was also the start of something else, the rarity. As millions of pennies were being minted in various locations, some of these 1999 pennies were produced with subtle errors. And, as any coin collector knows, an error is often the key to a coin's rare and valuable status. This is where the legend of the 1999 penny begins to take shape. Now, let's fast forward a bit to the year 1999. At the time, the United States Mint was producing pennies at a staggering rate. Over 10 billion pennies were made in that year alone, but as you might expect, not all of them were perfectly minted. Some were struck with misalignments, double strikes, or other errors that would go unnoticed by the average person, but to an experienced coin collector, they were gold mines waiting to be discovered. The real turning point came with the discovery of a particular variety of the 1999 penny, one that would change the trajectory of this small, seemingly insignificant coin. You see, a certain batch of 1999 pennies minted at the Philadelphia Mint had an error so remarkable, it captured the attention of collectors around the globe. What was so special about these pennies? It wasn't the design, though it was certainly a beautiful and historical one. It wasn't even the coin's condition. It was the mistake that made them stand out. The famous double die error. Double die errors occur when a coin is struck more than once by the die used to imprint the design, but with slight misalignments. The result is a design that appears doubled, with outlines and lettering that are clearly visible as two distinct impressions. In the case of the 1999 penny, these double dies were most apparent on the date and the word Liberty. If you were lucky enough to spot one of these pennies, you would find that the numbers in the year 1999 were doubled, just enough to be noticeable to the trained EYES news of these special 1999 double die pennies spread. Collectors went wild. What had once been a simple coin worth only a cent had now become a rare and valuable piece of history, prized for its manufacturing error. The excitement grew, and soon, the 1999 penny became a key coin to look for in the world of numismatics. But it wasn't just the rarity of the double die that made these pennies so valuable. The appeal was in the sheer mystery of it. How many were there? Were more being discovered? And who would be lucky enough to own one of these rare treasures? The frenzy was on, and suddenly, a penny that would typically be found in your change jar was now a hot commodity in the world of coin collecting. This brings us to the part that most of you have been waiting for, the big reveal. In 2004, the discovery of a 1999 double die penny struck at the Philadelphia Mint was auctioned off. The final hammer price? A staggering $165,000. Yes, you read that right. A penny that was once worth a mere cent had turned into a collector's dream, fetching a price that many of us could only dream of. The rarity, the historical significance, and the error combined to make this penny one of the most sought-after coins of the late 20th century. But how could this happen? How could a penny, a coin so ordinary, fetch such an extraordinary price? Well, it's a combination of factors: the rarity of the double die error, the historical context of Lincoln's centennial year, and the way that coin collectors value pieces of history that are hard to come by. As we wrap up, let's take a moment to reflect on what makes the 1999 penny so special. It's not just the monetary value that has driven its appeal, it's the story behind it. It's a coin that connects us to a pivotal moment in American history and reminds us that even the smallest, most ordinary things can hold great value when viewed through the right lens. So, the next time you reach into your pocket and pull out a penny, remember that even the most seemingly insignificant things can sometimes carry with them a treasure of historical significance. You never know. Perhaps the next penny you find will be worth more than you ever imagined. So, what happened after the 1999 double die penny made headlines for its staggering auction price? The world of coin collecting was forever changed, and more collectors began scrutinizing every penny they could get their hands on. The coin's value spurred a new wave of interest in rare coins, particularly those with minting errors or unique characteristics. You might be wondering, how does a coin that seems so mundane go from being part of everyday currency to an object of intense fascination? The answer lies in the fascinating world of numismatics, the study and collection of currency. Coin collecting isn't just about having a few shiny pieces in a collection. It's about uncovering the hidden stories that each coin tells. A coin like the 1999 double die penny carries with it a rich narrative, not only about the year it was minted but about the people, the events, and the eras it represents. This is why collectors are often willing to pay astronomical sums for these special coins. They aren't just purchasing metal, they're acquiring a piece of history. And let's not forget about the appeal of the hunt. For many collectors, the thrill of finding an error coin, whether it's a double die, a misspelling, or some other minting mistake, is like finding buried treasure. The sheer randomness and rarity of such coins make them prized possessions. In fact, the more elusive and rare a coin is, the more valuable it becomes. And as with the 1999 penny, it's not just the error itself that increases its worth, but the mystery surrounding it, the question of how many others like it exist and whether a collector might be lucky enough to stumble upon one. This search for rare and error coins is what fuels much of the numismatic market today. And when you think about it, it's a little bit like a treasure hunt that's been going on for centuries. Each coin carries with it the possibility of uncovering something valuable, something unique. The 1999 double die penny is an excellent example of this excitement. After all, it's just a penny, but it's the penny. A penny that, once discovered to have that error, changed its fate forever. The fact that one of these pennies can fetch $165,000 at auction highlights how the world of coin collecting has transformed into something much larger than just a hobby. It's an investment. A wise collector knows that certain coins, especially those with errors, can appreciate in value dramatically over time. Many collectors have spent years building their portfolios of rare coins, with the hope that their investment will grow as more people come to recognize the historical and cultural significance of their collections. But let's pause and consider something more philosophical for a moment. Why do we, as humans, place such immense value on these small, round objects of metal? It's not just about the monetary worth. They are physical representations of the passage of time. Coins, particularly rare ones, can connect us to different periods of history, different cultures, and different stories. They capture moments in time, frozen in metal. And when a coin, like the 1999 penny, becomes a symbol of rarity and error, it takes on a deeper meaning. It's no longer just about a simple transaction in everyday commerce. It becomes a snapshot of imperfection, of how sometimes, even in the most mundane of circumstances, something extraordinary can emerge. Now, for those of you who might be itching to know how to identify whether you have a valuable 1999 penny in your possession, let's get into the details. As we mentioned earlier, the error coins that became so valuable were primarily the result of the double die misstrikes. So, how do you know if you found one? The first thing to look for is a noticeable doubling effect on the inscriptions on the coin, specifically, the year 1999 and the word Liberty. If the letters and numbers look as though they've been struck more than once, slightly out of alignment, you may have a double die penny on your hands. Additionally, the condition of the coin is crucial. Coins that are in near-perfect condition with minimal wear and tear are worth more than those that are heavily worn. Coin grading is a process in which coins are evaluated based on their condition, and this can significantly impact their market value. The higher the grade, the higher the value. A coin with a double die error and a high-grade condition can fetch an even higher price than one with a more noticeable wear. For those who may be new to coin collecting, it's important to understand the value of preserving your finds properly. Proper storage and handling are key to ensuring that your coins retain their value over time. Coin holders and protective cases are essential, as they protect your coins from environmental damage like dirt, moisture, and light, all of which can erode their condition and, in turn, reduce their worth. Coin collecting isn't just about finding rare pieces. It's about protecting and preserving the history that each coin represents. If you're truly passionate about coin collecting, there's a great community out there of fellow enthusiasts, collectors, and experts who can help you along your journey. Many online forums, social media groups, and specialized websites are dedicated to coin collecting, where you can share your findings, get advice, and stay updated on the latest discoveries in the world of rare coins. Now, while the 1999 double die penny is one of the most iconic error coins in recent history, it's far from the only valuable error coin out there. Coin collecting is full of stories like this, coins that were once overlooked or dismissed, only to become valuable treasures later on. Some collectors focus specifically on minting errors, while others collect coins from particular years or regions. Some even specialize in the history of specific figures or events depicted on coins. No matter your area of interest, there's something deeply satisfying about the hunt for rare and unique coins, and it's a hobby that can bring joy, learning, and sometimes even financial gain. So, the next time you find yourself staring at a penny, whether it's from 1999 or another year, take a moment to appreciate the hidden stories it might hold. Maybe, just maybe, you'll have a rare treasure tucked away in your pocket, waiting to change your life. In the world of numismatics, even a humble penny can be more than just loose change. It can be a ticket to a thrilling adventure, and who knows, it might just be worth a whole lot more than you ever imagined. In the world of numismatics, some coins are remembered for their rarity, historical significance, or unique design. But then, there are those few, the true gems, that take us by surprise, coins we never thought would become the center of attention, and perhaps change lives with their unbelievable value. Among those, the 1990 UK 20 pence coin stands out as one such hidden treasure. At first glance, it might seem like any other piece of currency you'd find in your pocket, But this coin's journey from being a mundane piece of change to becoming one of the most sought-after collectibles in the world is nothing short of fascinating. So, how did this seemingly ordinary 20-pence coin rise to such heights of desirability, eventually leading to a mind-blowing $165,000 auction price? Let's unravel the mystery. To understand the 1990 UK 20-pence coin's significance, we need to go back to the era in which it was minted, the early 1990s in the United Kingdom. It was a time of economic changes, political transitions, and cultural shifts. The world was still adjusting to the post-Cold War landscape, and the UK was experiencing both growth and challenges as it moved into the 21st century. And while these grand global and national changes were occurring, something much smaller, yet equally as important, was taking place within the Royal Mint. The story of the 20-pence coin itself begins long before the 1990s, as it had only recently been introduced to the public in 1982. Prior to that, the UK currency system didn't have a 20-pence denomination, which meant that many smaller transactions couldn't easily be made without using a variety of different coins. The UK's currency was in need of something to fill that gap between the 10-pence and 50-pence coins. The decision to introduce the 20-pence coin was, therefore, a practical one, designed to make everyday transactions more convenient and smooth. The 20-pence coin, as we know it today, features a distinctive heptagonal shape, a seven-sided design that was intended to stand out among the other round coins circulating at the time. This unusual shape was chosen to ensure that it was easily distinguishable from other coins, helping people quickly identify it in their pockets and wallets. Not only did this make it functional, but it also gave the coin a unique character, something that many coin collectors appreciate. Coins that stand out from the crowd tend to have the most value, after all. When the 20-pence coin was first introduced, it was made with cupronickel, a durable and hard-wearing material that was designed to stand the test of time. However, over the years, the Royal Mint has made subtle changes to the composition and design of the coin. For instance, in 1992, a new alloy was introduced that included nickel-plated steel, but the basic shape and dimensions remained largely the same. So now, with this understanding of the coin's design in place, we turn our focus to 1990, specifically the 1990 UK 20-pence coin. This particular year holds a place of importance for several reasons, the most notable of which was a rare and significant minting error. You see, the Royal Mint, in its usual process of striking coins, sometimes faces production glitches. These glitches often go unnoticed at the time, but years later, they can reveal themselves as some of the most valuable coins on the market. And the 1990 20-pence coin is a prime example of such a mistake. Now, the 1990 20-pence coins were meant to be struck in a particular design, a design that had been created years before. However, during the minting process, the Royal Mint accidentally struck a batch of these coins with a misaligned obverse die. This error, though subtle, resulted in a coin with a slightly shifted portrait of Queen Elizabeth II on the obverse, the front side. It was a mistake, but a fortunate one for collectors, as the misalignment made the coin highly desirable. These misaligned coins, especially when found in pristine condition, became highly sought after by numismatists around the world, and this would eventually contribute to their value skyrocketing. The misalignment wasn't immediately apparent to the general public or even most casual coin collectors. After all, in a batch of millions of coins being minted, who would have thought that a small variation, one that only an experienced collector might notice, would lead to something so extraordinary? Yet, this minor error proved to be the catalyst for a remarkable shift in the 20-pence coin's history. As the years passed, the 1990 misaligned 20-pence coins began to gain traction in the coin collecting world. These coins, in excellent condition, were gradually becoming rarer, and coin collectors started to realize just how valuable they were. Word began to spread in the numismatic community, and slowly but surely, the 1990 UK 20-pence coin became one of the most desirable coins on the market. However, the real turning point came when one such coin, in nearly perfect condition, was auctioned off to the highest bidder. And this brings us to the incredible reveal, the astonishing value that this 1990 20-pence coin reached in recent years. At a prestigious auction, one of these rare misaligned coins fetched a jaw-dropping $165,000. Yes, you read that correctly. A coin that, back in 1990, would have been worth just 20 pence, less than $1, ended up selling for a mind-boggling sum, thanks to its rare misalignment error and its place in the history of British currency. It was an unexpected and astonishing outcome, showcasing just how valuable rare coins can become when they possess a unique story or flaw, especially one that makes them stand out among a sea of ordinary currency. But what does this all mean for the modern-day collector? For those who are actively searching for coins, this story serves as a reminder of just how valuable a small mistake can be. It also highlights the importance of understanding the nuances of coin collecting, how tiny details like misalignments, minting errors, and even the year of production can transform a seemingly unremarkable coin into a high-value treasure. And for the casual observer, it's an opportunity to reflect on how something as simple as a coin can carry incredible value, not just in terms of money, but also in the historical, cultural, and emotional connections that collectors form with these pieces of history. For those hoping to add a 1990 UK 20p coin to their collection, it's important to remember that finding one of these misaligned coins in excellent condition is incredibly rare. If you're lucky enough to have one, it's essential to handle it with care. Coins that have not been tampered with, cleaned, or damaged in any way are worth much more than those that have been handled improperly. If you're uncertain about the value of your coin, it's always a good idea to get it professionally appraised by an expert numismatist at SO. What can we take away from the story of the 1990 UK 20p coin? It's a perfect example of how, in the world of coin collecting, rarity, history, and the smallest of mistakes can combine to create something truly valuable. What may have started as a simple coin in circulation turned into a numismatic treasure that now stands as a symbol of the unpredictable and thrilling world of coin collecting. The journey of the 1990 UK 20p coin proves that sometimes, the most unexpected things can be worth more than you ever imagined. Whether it's a rare coin, an overlooked error, or the thrill of the hunt itself. And perhaps, for those of you watching today, it serves as a reminder that sometimes, hidden gems are right in front of you. The next time you reach into your pocket or check your change, you might just be holding onto a piece of history waiting to reveal its true worth.